Hello, how are you today? It's Monday. Woo! Monday. Several viewers have asked me for help creating great graphics for their social media posts. Canva, excuse me, is the #1 preferred online graphic design program or platform, and it's free. I think I'm not one of the few people on the planet that doesn't use Canva on a regular basis, and for that reason, I'm a little bit hesitant about this particular lesson because I use another program altogether that's a graphic art program, and I've been spoiled with lots of opportunities to make changes and adjustments and get everything exactly how I envision it. Canva has a few less options than I'm used to working with, but it's still a great platform, and you can't beat free. You just can't, because you get great quality. The content is provided by you. The graphics can be provided by you, or the pictures, the images, excuse me, they can be created by you, or they have those as well. So let's talk about this today. We're going to complete one basic tutorial, and we're going to create our first custom graphic. Hi, I'm Patricia Durgan, the Christian Message Coach, and this is Marketers on a Mission, the live show to help writers and speakers succeed online. This is episode 71. Create great social media posts, even if you're not creative, and extra points if you are. So let me share my screen. There we go. Excuse me. Okay, so this is Canva. And I wanted to start off showing you some resources, and then we'll get right to the tutorial. Canva puts out just an enormous amount of information. Even if you don't never plan to use Canva, there's all kinds of information that you could avail yourself of. And again, it's free. But let me show you some things. Here's our design courses. There's just these few. They're working on 2 that are about Twitter and Facebook. But the ones on the far right and the far left, how to build a brand and creativity, they've got them available and ready to go. And there's only 7 lessons in each of them, so we're not talking about something that's going to take you a week and a half to learn. Okay, now all of these links, you know my method of operation. All of the links that I'm going to show you after this episode, I'm going to include all of those links above the video, so you'll be able, or below the video, as the case may be, so you'll be able to see for yourself exactly what I'm showing you today. All right, so here's another resource they put out, and these aren't courses; these are tutorials, so they're shorter, more focused, if I could say it that way. And you know how I feel about scrolling, but I want to show you these, so I'm going to scroll slowly. So we have getting started was above. Here's branding. Here's layout. Now, not everyone is visually minded or gifted. Some people, everybody has different gifts. This is a great platform for anybody, straight off the board, just right off the bat. But if you have challenges and you know that you need to, or you have a deep desire to create better, more compelling, more visually interesting, fill in the blank, social media posts, you can come here to Canva and look at their many tutorials and begin to learn about white space and how to structure your images and how to put borders on there and make it as visually interesting and unique as you want it to be within the framework of the platform itself. All right, skills in action, advanced tips, shapes and icons, it just goes on. I'm not going to keep going, but this is great. This is a great resource. Just consider this. And this is one of the ways, let's digress here for just a second, go off on a tangent for just a second. It's a short one. This is how Canva gets, #1, it's quality product, and #2, it's free. But they also offer training. They also go out of their way to help people, whether that person is or is not in their target market at this time, because they know that sooner or later, that person is going to need their services, or that person is going to know someone who needs their services. And you and I can do the same thing. We don't need to create 35 courses in order to do that. But these are ones of the ways that we would create and make ourselves available to people who may not be ready to plunk down their credit card this very moment, but we can still serve them. This is something we'll talk about in other lessons, but we can still serve them with excellence. And when the time comes, they will turn to us. We've earned the right for that to happen. All right, so this is the beginner's challenge. Now, how do I know that? Because it says right here, it says beginner's challenge. Well, how did I get to that? Let me back up. Up. Beginner's challenge. So here's the link, which I'm going to post in a moment. Beginner's challenge. We're taking here. Become a design pro in minutes. Now, this is just really short period, just a really short boom, boom, boom. Canva is very user friendly. I have a problem with it because there's something wired, not wired correctly in my brain, but 5 bazillion people love it. So the shortcoming is within me, not Canva. So I really like the way that they've done this tutorial. They're just giving you an idea, showing you and allowing you, let me move some stuff around that I can see as an admin that you can't see, it's in my way. This is just a great tutorial, and they're visual, so their tutorials are very visual, and I like that. All right, so they've already created this. I'm just going and doing the very next step, and the instructions on the very first available free tutorial for Canva is I'm supposed to go here, I'm supposed to click on the red circle, which they've created all of this, and I'm supposed to go up here and just choose another color. Boom. I can choose any color I want. And if I happen to have a hex color, hexadecimal color, excuse me, then I can use that. So if you have a brand, you've already done your branding and you have your logo and so forth, and you know your branding, you'll know your hexadecimal colors. And we had an entire series on that, or excuse me, an entire episode on that. And I'm not sure I put that episode contact in the resources. So let me make a note of that, and I'll try to my best to remember that. All right, so we've done that. We've changed one color. That's what they're showing us. Click on the object, change the color. And if you want more specificity, they offer that, say, just by going here. But, and I would add it right here. Let's say I want to just sort of poke around instead of having a hexadecimal color. It's like, well, that's sort of like that. Okay, so that's the hexadecimal color right here for this color here. All right, so I changed the color. Boom. I did it. Woo! All right. Now, this is just supposed to be like a super basic tutorial. Everything that I'm talking to you about today is showing you basics, because we can't get fancy until we get the foundations right, correct? And then I also have those other tutorial links that I'm going to show you that are more advanced. So search for a hat and put it on this monkey. Okay, so come over here and search for hat. And here's a crazy hat. Now, one of the things that people love so very much about Canva, other than the obvious, it's so user-friendly, is that you can resize and you can really make it look, your graphic, look the way you want it to look, to the degree that you're able to, imagine it. So all we did was put the hat on the monkey. They're teaching me. This is how they're teaching me how to use Canva. Add a background to this page. Okay, so let's go to backgrounds. We also can come over here where it says background, text, elements, layouts, and so forth. But if we want to do the easy way, we'll go here. And we can make it solid. You can see that. Let's make it a little bit more interesting. Okay. Now I just added a background. Search for fruit and drag your favorite image into the frame below. Let me show you these layouts super quick. These layouts, if I can show them, Lauren. See if it's frames. Yes, these frames. This is a frame, and you can change it. So you can get a different shape, and each shape has the potential to work with you. You can't cut and paste the shapes and the forms. There are certain things, the variables that you can adjust, and you can adjust the size on these, but by definition, these are what you see. They created Canva several years ago to help people who have little or no graphic art background, no knowledge, some not even interested in it, but now they know that as a marketer online, they need to step up and create graphics. So these frames allow you to do that. So you can just get rid of the one underneath this, You can pull this one over. You can resize it, do all kinds of stuff to it. So anyway, my instructions were, I got off. My instruction was to search for fruit and drag it over here. Get rid of this. Try it again. There we go. Drag it over here. And then I could size this. So let's say I wanted this graphic here and I wanted my text and my logo over here. That's how I would make that happen. Then this one is something I was playing around with, and the tutorial's complete. All right, so let's go to the next one. Let me show you an article. Again, the link will be above. This is from HubSpot, 8 Steps for Creating Visual Content with Canva. And I believe that their first step, Canva doesn't cover their first step, but it's an important step. Begin with a content marketing strategy. This was one of the things that stumped me so many years online. We're not going to belabor this point, but it was just a couple of weeks ago, after all these years of me being online, I have searched and wondered and prayed and observed how other people created content. What is it that they said, and how did they make it look, and so forth. And it was just beyond me. I don't know why, but it was just beyond me. And 2 weeks ago, the Lord just opened up my mind, and now I understand how to do it. So I create my own content that comes to me. I've never had any problem with the content coming to me, the ideas. It was the understanding that it could be, each of these could be a strategy, piece of a strategy, an online strategy for my content. And it comes directly from my message. So I don't have to go online and find something that's compelling. I already have information that's compelling to me and to my audience within me. Christ has allowed me to serve him for years and decades, really, and you too, I'm sure. So you already know so many various things about Christ, about your message, about the overall topic. You have a philosophy, you have a mission in life. You're filled to the brim with possible social media content, post content. So rest easy. All right, so I go to, and I use this just as a note to myself, I use free photos. Now, a lot of people want to suggest that we use paid photos and we get a subscription at a fancy photo place. And that's fine. You know, if you've got the funds and the inclination, what a blessing. What a blessing. I prefer to use, I create a lot of them every day. I create a lot and post a lot of social media images. So I like to use the Pixabay as one of really a lot of places that you can get free free graphics. So I'm not embarrassed that I use free graphics. And here's why. Number one, I shouldn't be, nor should you be. But number two, for me, the content is the thought that I'm sharing is what makes, combine the two together, a free video, a free graphic or a photo or an image that people may have seen many times before with a unique thought or content or quote or truth. That makes it unique. So if you don't have $1 million, don't spend $1 million. Do the best you can with what you have. Go with free and make it your own. That's what you do all the time anyway, isn't it? We do this all the time in real life. We stay within our budget. We ask the Lord to bless us, and we move forward, and he does. Okay, tutorials. So I started here. I already showed you that. Now this one is the building a brand kit. So let me show you how I got there. It's on the second, right here, branding, building a brand kit. And when I click, if I were to click on that link, this is where I would come. This is another learning opportunity. This is the title of it right here. I'm supposed to start right here. Learn here, do on this side. So I'm supposed to choose 2 colors that are unique to my brand. They're not unique in the whole world. They're just unique to my brand so that I don't have to go and every time I come in here, I don't have to recreate the wheel, right? I have the basics down, my font, my preferred font, my preferred colors, and so forth for my brand. Excuse me. And then I would use that as a resource every time I wanted to pull from that. I would just go to the designated spot, pull those numbers, the hexadecimal code, which is this right here for this color blue, and this for this color rose. and others as well. So let me show you how to do this. I want to create another color, and how to do that. Well, I need it to coordinate with my website. So here's my website. I already have the blue, and I already have this rose sort of thing right here. I've chosen them. All right. Now, go here. Don't go there. Go here to Colorzilla. Colorzille. I'm going to put a link on that too. I'm going to add that. Colorzilla. It is, pick any color from the page. I come over here. You see the color? Do you see the hexadecimal color right here? Watch this. I'm going to go over here and say I want to take this, and I want this to be the hexadecimal color. You see? I just changed it. I love that. It's just cool, isn't it? It's just cool. This is how you can get, you're like a color combination on someone else's website, and or you have your own website up and you just don't want to dig. You're creating a post and you just don't want to dig around for your hex colors. This is what they're called in the professional world, your hex colors. Go to your website or someone else's. Get this extension, Colorzilla, like Godzilla, but it's Colorzilla. Then click on the link. Put the cursor wherever you want that color to be picked up. It's going to pick it up. And then you'll add it. In this case, you'll add it right here. All right, then they asked me to do all of these things, choose a font. But first I have to say choose the, see how it changes. This is one of those examples where it changed while you were, before you got online, and now it won't change. Here's we go. I'm doing it wrong. This is why it won't change. Here is the font. Here are my choices. My choices are not over here. These are examples. Here are the choices. Okay. Now it's changed. I can go up. I can go down. I can go here and see here are my colors. Let's say I want the blue. So it just changed it to blue. And I can adjust the spacing and so forth, copy and arrange it. And if I happen to have two different things, I can come here and choose. So that goes to the back. That's not what I want right now, but that is how you use that little element. Choose a readable subtitle and body font. So you just go in here and you look and follow the directions. This is what you want. This is where you would be working. They're going to show you. As soon as we click on this and highlight it, see this is Volacorn 36 and this orange color, and it's all caps. This is too small for me. I wouldn't be able to do this. Vampire 1, 16, and the same orange color. You just follow the directions. There's a few more here. We're running out of time, so I will let that go. Let's go here. It's time to worship. This is a graphic that I created yesterday posted yesterday. And I used my own. We'll go to frames. I'm going to recreate this. And this is the one I chose. Let's get rid of this one. So my work is still there. Some of my work, I only got rid of the image. Arrange, back. Ooh, let's get this up here. There we go. Let's get this up here. Do it again. Forward. Okay. Now I've already uploaded. Where is it? Over here. Uploads. I've already uploaded this image. Pull it over here. Boom. Now let's say I don't like that spacing for some reason. Go to crop, and I can move it around. For this particular image, I wanted the words to be in the sunshine, specifically in the sunshine. We can make this smaller. In this case, for some reason, I can't make it small. Oh, I have to check that I'm satisfied with that. Then I can do what I want to with it and make it as small as I want to. Now, one other option I want to show you, one other resource, is their media. This is their blogs, plural, which is unusual. Most people would be canva.com blog. This is Canva.com blogs. What a great resource. These are users who have created training programs, short training programs. Some of them have been uploaded to YouTube. Some are on their own site. Look at all of these great topics. And I love the fact that they have the dates on them, because sometimes things change. And I would choose, if I had the exact same choice, two titles that were exactly the same, and one was created in 2014 and one was created in 2018, I would always want to go with the 2018 version. So I like the fact that they've given us the dates on that. Okay, so this has been episode 71, how to create great content and social media posts, even if you're not very creative. It's very basic. I don't apologize for that. We have to do the basics. We have to start at the beginning. Also, links are going to be attached so you can learn more on your own time. And I'm glad that you're here today. Over this past weekend, I created a new marketing message. Tomorrow, I'm going to show you the evolution of that marketing message and taking it from ho-hum to wow. I hope. You can tell me if you agree with that assessment when you see it tomorrow. That all happens tomorrow right here at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know I appreciate you being here.